Journeys of... Wait, what? Okay, clear the horn. Let's try this again. In 3, 2, 1. Journeys of Jones, railway transport, music and gaming news. It is once again time for me to say hello. Welcome to Journeys of Jones, railway transport, music and gaming news. Well, let's see what news we've got for today. First headline. Grand Central will start running to Blackpool. Absolutely fantastic. Not too long ago, Grand Central announced that they would start running services between London Euston and Blackpool North, stopping at the following stations in between: Milton Keynes Central, Nuneaton, Preston, Kirkham and Wesham, and Poulton-le-Fylde. Grand Central currently use Class 180s to operate their services. However, these trains will not operate on the London to Blackpool route. Instead, Grand Central will use Class 90s, along with Mark IV coaches and Class 82 DVTs, transferred from LNR, and I cannot wait to see what they will look like in Grand Central livery. They have also already started doing test runs with some of the sets, and I'm looking forward to when they enter service. Although, I'm not really sure that I approve of 90s operating Grand Central services. The reason being that I feel as if they should only be used for freight services. But, do you remember when I said this? I would not be even a bit surprised if they rolled out more IETs to Grand Central. Well, if Grand Central did get IETs, I would not mind if they ran on not just the London to Sunderland and Bradford routes, replacing the Class 180s, but if they ran on the London to Blackpool routes, replacing the Class 90s, Mark IV coaches and DVT sets. And the Mark IVs and DVTs would probably end up to Transport for Wales, if that happens. Anyway, even though I'm not a fan of 90s, I'll still do a journey report on them someday, when they enter service, but it will probably be once this thing has stopped. Dear oh dear, coronavirus, just stop spreading, because all you're doing is making life difficult, not just for me, but for everyone in the entire world. Ah dear. Also in the news, do you remember when I said this? London Overground Class 710 trains entered service on the Gospel Oak to Barking line back in August 2019 and have now nearly taken full operation of the Watford DC line. So keeping that in mind, I think I'll take a guess at where they're heading next. Well, how can I put this now? My guess was correct. Yep, Class 710 trains for London Overground have recently entered service on the London Liverpool Street to Cheshunt, Chingford and Enfield lines. However, not that many are in service yet. The majority of trains still in service on those lines are the Class 315s and Class 317s. However, I should be able to get a ride on both of those trains before they go, because the Class 710s will no doubt be replacing both of those trains, and it just won't be the same without them. But don't worry, it'll be a while before they all go, meaning that we can enjoy them for a little bit longer. Isn't that something cool? Anyway, in other news, now I know this isn't a railway headline, but I just thought I'd still put it in. Anyway, the headline is, Flybe has ceased operation and gone out of business. Yes, I'm afraid Flybe has unfortunately fallen into administration, and that happened on the 5th of March 2020. They were in a bit of trouble in the first place, but they were given another chance, so people still had the opportunity to travel with them. But because people started to not want to travel due to the ongoing impact with the coronavirus that is just getting worse, Flybe of course didn't get the number of passengers it was expecting, and therefore it sadly went out of business. This also makes it the third airline to collapse in just over a year after Flybe MI and Thomas Cook Airlines. Over 2,000 people lost their job and Belfast City Airport lost its main airline as 80% of the Flybe flights operated here. Anyway, we will now take this part of the video to pay a quick tribute to Flybe. Thankfully though, some of the routes that were operated by Flybe were saved by Loganair, including the routes to Aberdeen and Inverness, so it's not all bad stuff. And you never know, Loganair might be a better airline company. But in all seriousness though, it is extremely sad to see Flybe go for 4 different reasons. 1, that's a nice logo they have. 2, I never got to go on a Flybe plane. 3, I'm sure that they would have offered great service. And 4, their livery is sick. Oh well, even if I never got to go on a Flybe plane, it doesn't matter, because it's just an airline company. Also in the news tonight, can you remember when I said this? LNR will be maintaining some of their Class 91s until 2021. Well, now LNR are saying they'll keep 10 until 2023. Absolutely fantastic. That means we can enjoy all 10 for 3 more years. That includes 91119, which was repainted into Intercity Swallow livery. And that is one of the 91s that LNER will be keeping. And may I say, that will be stunning. Also in the news, Class 769 trains will soon be entering service with Transport for Wales, and since the 16th of March, some of them have been doing test runs on the Rimney line. The Class 769 is basically just like the Class 319, except it's a flex train and a tri-mode multiple unit, meaning that it can run on both diesel and electricity, just like the IET. You just can't get enough of those power change trains, can you? And that just about wraps it up. Before I go, I'd just like to say that I am glad that South Western Railway suspended the strikes they had planned in March until further talks. Isn't that fantastic? The rejected Class 707s from South Western Railway will get taken on by South Eastern. That's what I thought might happen. I still think it's crazy replacing new trains to South Western Railway. 60009 Union of South Africa was at York on Saturday the 7th of March 2020, while in its last ever charter service, and when it left, it had a very emotional goodbye, which sounded like this. Both 195111 and 331109 have been repainted into... isn't that nice that they're trying to send their support and love to the NHS, because they certainly need it right now. And South Eastern could be dying. Poor souls. I do like their logo, may I tell you. Lastly, I would like to give a shout out to my friend Hornby And Trains for letting me use a clip from his video of when he was at York Station seeing 60009 Union of South Africa haul its last charter service. Thanks for that, Hornby And Trains. And that wraps it all up. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video and you want to see more, then please feel free to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.